this is really cool. This is kind of like spring training for Eternal with this tournament, because you're going to see a lot of players that would normally make it into the final brackets of the tournament with this 4-1 X2 ordeal going on.
It's true. Okay, so both of these
So a lot of
players
dark
now.
horses.
Absolutely. Both of these players are at 3-1. We told them both that they are good to go. Jolterz, both players are going to toss it back on a mulligan. Both players at 3-1. So the winner of this match will definitely make top 8. So it's winning in for top 8. The loser is not necessarily out. They might be able to get some really good tiebreakers and might be able to squeeze out a 3-2 top 8, but that's going to be a lot tougher to do. So basically, win this match and you're in, on the line for Spiffirific and Jolterz.
Yeah, this is for all the marbles right here.
Or for a vast majority of the marbles, at least. Spiffirific going to get out the Gleaming Grenadin first, followed up by a Sparking Vermin. That's what they want to see, and they've got that Crafty Occultist on turn 3, so pretty good
These
start
cheap
for
units
Spiffirific.
come out early.
Here, though.
Exploit. What are they going to grab?
Probably the Cultist, I think.
Yeah, probably the Cultist. I can't imagine them taking out the burn spell.
Yeah, and for as good of a start that was for Spiffirific, without that Cultist and without Align the Tesseract, now your hands it's looking a lot sketchier, because unless you can do something with these 1/1s,
very sus.
Yeah, but I have faith in the heart of the cards. I think Spiffirific can flip something out off the top here. Notably, Flash Fry is only 3 damage to a unit, which means that it cannot hit Speaking Circle or anything else. Only units. Well, Big Pig was a good draw here for Spiffirific. Just another piece of action here.
Yeah, that was perfect timing on that card coming out. Yeah. Look at that.
Now all Spiff needs to do is...
That was destiny.
Flip a Align the Tesseract here off the top and just go off to the races here. Jolterz here with Send an Agent in hand. A little early for Massive Greatsword. A Roland and an Edict of Makar. Edict of Makar not going to do anything here. Greatsword not going to do anything for a while.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen any Knight Chancellor Seraphs from Jolterz yet.
I can attack in for 4. With Jolterz is fine with. I can't see them firing off a Send an Agent here just to take care of a random Grenadin unit.
Maybe they have a Winchester Merchant.
No attacks there for Spiffirific. Interesting. Okay. Jolterz now going to take advantage of that no attacks, and they're going to slam a Roland here.
Just kind of tipping his hat to him.
Yeah, that looks a lot worse now. Now Spiffirific. Flash Fry is not going to do anything against that Roland. Going to attack in anyway here. Okay.
Endurance,
wow.
Decay.
All right, so no blocking by Jolterz. Did not want to risk losing their Roland there. So Spiffirific was able to get in there with some free damage off of these Grenadin. Maybe make up for the last turn with a...
I mean, you got to keep this Roland alive. I mean, when an enemy unit dies, play a 1/1 Silverblade Reaper with flying and deadly. Then Roland gets +1/+1, and that probably just snowballs, right?
Absolutely, it sure does. You can get out of hand. And that we see that here. Ooh, a second Flash Fry though, so Spiffirific can actually double up if they want and take care of this Roland cleanly with the Flash Fries. All right, ambushing in a Desert Alchemist here for Jolterz. Ethereal UK, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated.
An early lead over TCG Cthulhu.
Oh, that's the matchup of our that's the matchup of our undefeated players there. Oh, big know thy enemy here for Jolterz. But before getting a bunch of deadly Valkyries, Spiffirific gonna fire off those Flash Fries to make sure that the know thy enemy is only a 3-for-1 and not also a 5 or 6-for-1 or whatever that is. Clear the board in the process, but actually, so nothing off of that. So pretty clean. I mean, basically just a Wrath of board on both sides for Jolterz there. Another know thy enemy here. See if they do it again. No, they're going to enter the monastery here. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You don't want to fire off your know thy enemy just to take care of a 1/1, but especially when next turn you can Massive Greatsword. All right, realign the stars can draw you and align the Tesseract here, but unfortunately your board's gone, so you can't even cast it. Oof. Rough spot here for Spiffirific. I don't think Spiffirific's deck without a Tesseract is really lined up to take care of a massive greatsword.
Speak of the devil.
There you go, grabbing the Tesseract. What they need is assembly line to get a 3 Grenadin out to cast this. Then it'll be a little better spot. But right now, out of action. But Display of Menace. Am I missing? I may be missing something. I'm not sure why. Kill an enemy relic and give. Oh, you can't kill it. Never mind. Massive Greatsword says can't be killed except by its armor reaching 6. So that text on Massive Greatsword stopping Spiffirific from able to kill it with Display of Menace. Instead, going to use it to sack and draw 2 cards, but that does give, as you mentioned, another Silverblade Reaper to Jolterz.
That just makes me love the Greatsword even more now. Going into the market.
Yeah, and this is,
Jolterz.
man, Spiffirific had a good start, but...
You know, I think they're probably grabbing Svetya.
They did grab Svetya. You called it. Svetya is a good way to shut the door. There we go. Okay, Jolterz is going to take that one. Got that. Jolterz is going to take that one one for game 1. So they're going to take that one 1-0. Let's see while they're getting set up if we can get Jolterz Vision mid-range deck pulled up here. We've seen the Tesseract list quite a bit. All right, Jolterz here with Vision mid-range. There we go. I want to see more of that Fox. Yeah. I don't know if any Fox decks have made it through to the last round here, but the Thieving Fox is pretty sweet.
I'm really surprised there's no Fox on here. Maybe they just don't want to throw it into the build scheme. You know, sometimes you want things in your deck, but they just don't make the cut because they don't fit in.
All right, looks like our players are ready for game 2, so let's head down for game 2 of Spiffirific versus Jolterz.
I do like this Diana, though, on Jolterz deck build.
Ooh. And if you saw that while I was telling the players they're good to go, Spiffirific mulliganing down to 6 on that one. Don't love that. All right, Jolterz looking at 2 power plus a Vanguard, and then a Seraph from Beyond Enter the Monastery, and a Know Thy Enemy. It seems like a decent hand. It's a little slow, but it seems pretty good, and having that Know Thy Enemy seems like a great asset to have in this matchup. Spiffirific, I mean, kind of going all in here. It's not exactly a combo deck, but it's kind of a combo deck. You're going to play the Sparking Vermin, you're going to hope to get another Grenadin, and then on 3, Spiff can realign the stars and go grab a Tesseract, but Spiff's kind of all in on getting that Tesseract here. Without it, this hand does nothing.
So in Know Thy Enemy, you can kill each unit with cost 2 or less. You can amplify it for the cost of 2. And you can play a unit with cost 5 or less from the top 5 cards of your deck. Then you can bottom the rest.
That was a great draw for Spiffirific. Getting that assembly line, that's going to allow them to play all 3 Grenadin out and then align the Tesseract as well. And what's actually cool about this is I believe Spiff can go with Realign the Stars on turn 3, and then on turn 4, play assembly line into Align the Tesseract if they want to play that way. Also, I love this. What do these called? Totems on the side. Look at this sweet totem that I think Spiff has here. Love that one. Ooh, Grenahan, a great draw. Oh man, Spiff had a great hand except no 2-drop. Knocking on the door, here comes the hen, the chicken herself coming in to draw another unit and just be a 2-drop for Spiff to play.
Exploit. Probably going to get rid of Realign the Stars, maybe. Sure enough.
And that's actually a perfect draw. So, yeah, that's awkward. Spiffirific had their assembly line ripped away, then luckily drew Grenahan into a Vermin, but then also got their Realign the Stars ripped away.
It's okay. They still got Grenahan out on the field.
They do. Unfortunately for Spiff, when you mold a 6 and you keep a fragile hand, getting exploited just makes it feel even worse. All right, Shadow Sigil's not what Spiff needs.
The game was like, would you like another Shadow Sigil?
And things are falling apart for Spiff. It might not look like it on screen, but if you're going this late in the game and Spiffirific's not doing anything, this is it. And there's that
5/5 Sentinel with Endurance.
Ugh, Know thy enemy. Wipe Spiff's board. Oh, one turn. Realign the
Another realign the
stars.
stars.
Oh, too
A
late
little
for
bit too late.
Spifferific. Right after the Know Thy Enemy into Moonstone Vanguard. Just too slow, and Jolterz.
There's the seat. There's another Moonstone Vanguard.
Another Moonstone Vanguard. And unfortunately, Spiff does not really have the tools
right.
to deal with two Moonstar Vanguards out on the board and nothing to do here. They're going to be able to attack and draw two more cards for Jolterz. Not to mention, Jolterz's hand is 2 copies of Night Chancellor Seraph and 2 copies of Diana, as if they weren't doing enough. Maeve Walker of Aeons here, gonna draw some more cards. Things are falling apart real fast for Spiff here. I mean, it was tough on a mold to 6 to begin with, but Big Pig's not gonna do it here.
Yeah, that might be it.
I mean, you can play out the Vermin and the Pig, but that's not really stopping what's going on here. Then you're just jumping and have to do the same thing again next turn.
Yeah, just delaying the inevitable. I mean, you can put up a prayer. Put them in, put the pigs in, put up a prayer, and hopefully you get an assembly line and play the Tesseract.
I mean, the only
It's the only
question
thing I
is, do
think
you
of.
sack to get a Flash Fry? That doesn't do anything. Yeah, not looking good. Oh, another Know Thy Enemy off the top for Jolterz.
Oh my.
Oh, brutal. Amplified here.
RNG love.
Wow.